Welcome to this week's episode of Advice from Your Besties.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lindsay
And
Regier.
I'm Chelsea Toronto.
And each week we take your questions and we give you our thoughts. I hope we can think straight because we're starving.
I'm not really hangry so much as just fucking starving.
Do you want to be a runway model or not? Like, okay, first question. My fiance is insisting we get a prenup. We are broke AF right now, and I don't plan on getting a divorce. So I'm trying to convince him we don't need one. What are your thoughts on getting a prenup?
Just do it.
I don't know. I get where you're coming from because having a piece of paper saying like, oh, we might break up one day and this is what you get out of it. I don't like having that thought in the back of my mind.
Oh, everybody makes that argument. You're going to get divorced.
No, you're not going to get divorced.
Statistically, you're likely.
Statistically, it's 50-50.
It's pretty high up there. It is one of the riskiest things you do. I don't like the way people approach marriage, myself included. So I would paper up a lot more and stop leaving marriage to chance. You take driver's tests. You have insurance in the event that there's an accident. Marriage is a big fucking deal. It's a huge investment and everyone you know is involved, right? So there's nothing wrong with saying, why? Let me ask you this. Why would you be uncomfortable having a prenup if there's no money involved from either party?
Because maybe one day they will have money.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Right.
Yeah.
The prenup only works.
I guess if the prenup is like, whatever we make during our marriage, if we ever break up, it's all going to be split 50-50. Because I guess that I could see that. Like maybe he plans on making way more money. And
maybe it's not he plans on making way more money. I think the terms is what you should look at. And you should take it seriously. And I think it makes women seem foolish. And it makes them seem like naive to just disregard. Because prenups are like literal and like, this is a real big deal entering into a marriage.
I guess like we didn't even talk about it.
Well, I've got, you guys were younger. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you're asking my advice, which I think this is what's happening, I am telling you in hindsight, yes, I wish I had had a prenup. That defined what happens in the event that we break up.
Okay, like logically, yes, but my advice is
why don't you just want to know what potentially could happen in the event that something happens? What happens if they die? Don't you want to know what happens?
I guess I would go a living will. That just sounds better than a prenup.
Okay, is this semantics?
No, because like, okay, yeah, if they die, what does happen? But a prenup is like, we're breaking up. I'm not dying.
It's not we're breaking up. It's in the event that something does happen.
That would be a will in case something happens.
What the fuck do you care? you could break up even with or without the prenup.
I know, but I'm just saying like the thought of signing something before I even get married, saying like, oh, well, this is like, I feel like it's saying like when we break up, this is what's going to happen.
You don't give a fuck about health insurance or car insurance.
I don't, but like I don't want to go into a marriage thinking
you
like,
get into the car every time. Then if that's the case, then how come you don't drive your car without car insurance?
Because you're not allowed to.
Then why do you choose to have health insurance? It's an insurance policy.
Okay. I don't know.
If you don't want to break up, then don't break up.
Yeah.
Writing your name and signing a prenup is not what's going to determine whether or not the two of you break up.
Okay, I guess get one.
No, I don't know whether I would say get one, but I do feel strongly about pushing pause on the, oh my God, we're so in love. And let's go into this with a plan and like be analytical about some of this, right? Because I feel like a plan ensures that it lasts longer.
Yes. What about like a post-nup?
Yeah.
Like after you get married and you're a year in, and then be like, okay, this is our contingency plan. I guess I'd feel better doing it after. I don't know why.
Okay, well, whatever. But I do think that you should paper up a little bit more, because people enter into marriage so willy-nilly, and I don't care about getting divorced. That's not the point. But it's like, if you did more preparation and thought these things through, and like everybody was like recorded and on paper agreeing to I know, I feel the same way.
I know, my stomach is
I'm just as hungry as you are. I'm fucking dying here. We should have a lunch.
I know, we should eat lunch before.
Anyway, who gives a fuck?
Sorry, we're hungry.
We're on to something else.
Okay, I want to spice up my sex life by trying BDSM. But when I told my husband, he was horrified and called me a pervert. How can I show my husband that I'm not a freak, but just a woman who still finds him to be really sexy, and I want to switch it up?
I don't know what that is.
BDSM? Bondage, dominatrix, submissive.
Oh. Well, instead of like telling people, I'm so tired about like people, just gently include it. And you should get off on like breadcrumbing the experience instead of being like, do you want to fucking whip me with chains?
Well, maybe she does. I think she like wants to go for it and not breadcrumb it. I think she's like,
know, but that's not, if you know your husband because you signed a prenup, you know that he's probably a little intimidated by that shit. So what do you need to do? You need to slowly breadcrumb the idea. You can't just beat somebody over the head with something that you guys probably haven't already done.
Well, now the idea is already out there. Sherry told him, and he was already like,
well, how did that work out for you? Now he thinks you're a freak.
You know what? Just like bring a whip and just like start whipping him. Just
don't listen
shock
to this.
value.
She's giving shit advice today. No, just marry him because you love him. It doesn't matter. Just let him beat your head.
Actually, okay. Yeah.
Stupid shit.
Maybe you should show him a porn of BDSM that you like, and then be like, we should try that. Is that too much?
Yeah, it is.
How is that too much? How would you breadcrumb it in?
Be like, baby, it'll be so fun.
No, she's beyond that point, though.
It's the way in which you did it. You fucked it up. You like crack that egg, and it's all like
Okay, well, I guess
you can't even see me.
Turn back time and take back everything that you said to him, or find like a.
I think what you could do is say, baby, hey, I didn't mean to like. Maybe that I came on a little too strong with that. But what I meant to say is there are some things that interest me. And one of which is like where I've really been fantasizing about you, like taking some of my scarves and like just tying my hands together in a pretty bow. And the thing is, I'm thinking about you when this happens. So it would be amazing if you could like do this, because I read so many of these erotica novels and I'm not even thinking about the guy, but I'm thinking about you, in which my thing. Or you tell him about the book you're reading and you'd like to role play it.
Okay. I think that's a quicker solution. Mm-hmm. Okay. So next question. My close friend stinks of BO. It's so bad.
Are you talking about me? Ew. What did you just tell him? Yo.
It's so bad. It makes me feel sick every time I see her.
Well, then you're not that good of friends, are you?
I don't know how to possibly bring it up without making her feel awful. Surely she realizes she smells that terrible.
Fuck you. No, she doesn't. God damn it.
Clearly she doesn't.
What an asshole you are. Why don't you just tell her?
Just tell her.
Are you her friend or not?
Yeah, it sounds like you're not being her friend. Like a real friend would be like, yo, you smell.
All right, Lindsay, let's role play this one.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, I'd be the stinky friend.
Why do you say it like it's obvious?
Shut up. We all know it would be me. How's that? Is that good?
Yeah,
no, not really, because it's still casting shadow.
No.
All right. Sorry, you guys. We're having some technical issues here. All right, Lindsay.
IT department couldn't get it together today.
Lindsay, I'm the stinky friend. What the fuck would you say to me? Say it like you really would.
I'd be like, did you shower today?
No, you wouldn't say it like that.
I might.
No, you wouldn't.
Is this a chronic BO thing?
Well, word.
Actually, I would just be like, I think your sweater kind of smells.
I'd be like, you think?
Yeah, I think that's you.
That's how you'd say it?
Yeah.
Now do this. We're helping this person here.
That's how I'd say it.
Okay, but that doesn't say, hey, please put new deodorant on.
Well.
All right, I'll do it. Obviously,
okay.
You're a shitty friend right here. Okay, ready? Hey, Lindsay, I have something really embarrassing I want to talk to you about. I'm so embarrassed. Yeah. So I actually think that you need to wear deodorant because people look at you when you walk by and they think you smell.
Okay, but like
I do like that.
I like that because every time Chelsea comes in with like, hey, so I gotta tell you something, I'm like, no, it's ridiculous.
Why? What do you mean?
Like every time it's like, okay.
What do you mean?
I don't even know if I could take you seriously. I'd be like, sure. Are you sure it's me and it's not you? I feel like you're just kind of like talking shit.
I'd be like, hey, I can't decide if it's me or if it's you that smells, so I got us both new deodorant.
Now there's a solution.
Okay, win.
That's
Wing,
a good
wing,
one.
wing, wing.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding. We got a
This
winner.
is your sweater, and I can't decide if it's me or you that smells, so I got
Does this bed smell or like what is that?
No one sleeps here except me. Maybe it's the breadcrumbs.
Now I'm just messing with you.
Oh, very sensitive. And I'm in a shadow.
You're a shadow. Okay, well, we're gonna eat lunch and figure out our lighting. So make sure you share all this advice with your bestie, and make sure you are subscribed, followed on TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.